The Active Award celebrates the people that are keeping us moving and keeping us fit and healthy as well. Well, Katrice Rodrigues is a finalist in that category, and through her initiative, Unity Swimming, she helps people who, because of cultural barriers, have traditionally stayed away from the water. I'm delighted to say that Katrice is live with us in this little secret garden this morning, Katrice. Katrice, thank you so much for your time this morning. The last time that I would have seen you was for a Children in Need challenge when I was splashing around like a little baby hippo in various different pools around the counter. First of all, I'm sorry for all the therapy and counselling you probably needed for that.
Not at all, Andy. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Katrice, first of all, congratulations on being nominated. You're one of our finalists, right, in our active category, our active award. Tell me about Unity Swimming.
Okay, so I started Unity Swimming in 2022, but the thing is I wasn't planning on creating a swim school. So I've been in the industry coaching for 30 years now, and I remember my mum saying once, "Oh, do you want to do a swim school? Do you want to create your own swim school?" And I was like, "No, it's not something I want to do." But what I did do is I went kind of like full time back into swimming in 2019 when I retrained to be a Swim England tutor. So that means I go up and down the country and I deliver Swim England swim teacher qualifications to people that want to become a swim teacher. So when I came back to Leicester, I kind of started to tell people what I was doing and my kind of new career path, other than teaching swimming part-time. And the adults were asking me, "Do you do adult swimming?" And they kept asking me, "Do you do adult swimming?" And they were from Black and Asian communities. So in 2022, I thought, you know what, I need to do this. So we started our first ladies session in 2022, ladies only, for Black and Asian communities, for adults, and now we've got 3 weekly sessions. So that's how we started.
That's how you started. Talk to me about these barriers then within Black and Asian communities. Talk to me about why there seems to be this lack of awareness of getting into a swimming pool.
So there's quite a lot of different barriers, because if you think about all the different Black and Asian communities in our amazing multicultural city and county we've got, there's lots of different religions and backgrounds. So they all have kind of like different ones, but the main thing that comes through is that a lot of their parents don't swim. So a lot of them are kind of like first generation over in Leicester. And they're coming to me and they're saying, "Right, Katrice, I'm sitting here and I'm watching my little ones or my grandkids play and be in the water, because they do swim now and we're making sure that they swim. But now I need to get in the water with them because they want me to come in." So they're ending up missing out on the family time, but also they're like, "I need to be safe in the water as well." So it's because of kind of like their parents didn't swim or don't swim, so therefore it's not something that they've kind of brought up doing. It's not something that as a family or as a culture, it's like, okay, we're going to go swimming this afternoon, and it's not something that they really did. So that's the main big reason that people don't really swim from those communities.
You know, what I love about this is that you're telling us here about this is a generational skill now. This is something that you are helping families with. This is family life, of spending quality time and making memories, because you can get into the water, because you can enjoy this, for pushing back that fear of water as well. This is so much more than swimming.
Yeah, definitely. What I found is as well, Eddie, that a lot of the adults, they came and the fear was holding them back. So if you think kids when they're in the water, when they're little, you can kind of like say, right, we're going to do this and make it playful, and they go. Whereas the adults, they've got more fear, and they've built it up, and it might have been that they've had a past experience that has been negative, or that family members have said, you know what, keep away from the water, it's dangerous. And the water can be dangerous, but swimming is not dangerous. And obviously, if you've got the skills, then you're going to be more empowered to not only be safe in the water, but enjoy the water with your family, like you're saying.
I love it. I love, watching someone talk about their passion, about how they're making a difference, and watching their face light up, which is exactly what happens when you speak about this and helping others. What does that mean to you? You know, when you help someone overcome that fear, and they get in a pool, and maybe they do 25 metres for the first time, you're watching from the pool's edge. What does that mean to you when they overcome that and actually enjoy it?
Oh my gosh, it's really a privilege to be part of someone's swimming journey, and it means so much more really to the adults than it does to the children, because I've obviously worked with children as well. But I suppose when you're watching them on that journey, what tends to happen, AD, is when they first come to me, they don't think they can float. They don't think they're going to be able to do it at all, even though they can see other people doing it. So what happens is they completely over excel what they ever think they're going to be doing. So to start with, they won't go past like the first 5 metre flags in the shallow end, because they can feel the floor getting a little bit deeper, and they're like, no, can't go past there, can't go past there. But they end up being able to jump in, end up being able to go down to the deep end, and they end up being able to kind of like really enjoy their time. There was a lady that I worked with, and she was the first person in her village from the Gambia to learn to swim, and she was absolutely terrified. Like, there was crying, I had to talk to her after every class, and gradually her confidence built and built, and to be honest, she could do it. She had the skills, but it was just the mindset. And then eventually now she goes on holiday with the sons, and she's in the water, and she can enjoy it, and she's safe with them.
You're brilliant, you really truly are. If people want more information, if they want to find you today, waking up, having breakfast, on the way into the office or work or whatever it could be, thinking, yeah, do you know what, Katrice can really help me here. How do people find you?
So we're online, we're on all the social media channels, so unityswimming.co.uk. We've got information about all of our weekly classes we have on there, and we're working with community groups as well, so we're working with a foster adoption agency, and we're going to put some free swimming lessons on for black children in care, which is something close to my heart as well. So all of our community work and everything is on unityswimming.co.uk, and that's where you can find out and contact me as well.
Katrice, thank you so much for your time this morning. The amazing Katrice Rodrigues joining us this morning here, nominated for an Active Award for our Make a Difference awards. Listen, we're going to have more from our finalists throughout the course of the morning, right here on